One last time.
Hey.
We went live a little early. Happy Saturday, everybody. Both of the girls are awake. I don't know what's going on. This is buck wild.
Crazy. Never happened before.
Man, hopefully we got some people hanging out with us. Looks like my notification bell just worked. Ding, ding, notification bell.
Why did your notification bell work for your own channel?
Because sometimes I like to know when I'm going live. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know. We already have a super chat this morning. So there it is. Old Wolf starting us off right. Kate has not seen the which one?
Laughing one.
The laughing one. This one?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is for you, Old Wolf. Ready? Thank you, Tony. That's super nice of you. And especially considering I have a package from you to unbox. It's for Kate. I know, right? But let's say hello to some friends. We got James Watson in the chat. The one and only Rob Boswell. Girls are falling asleep. We got Ruben Guzman. Hey, look over here. There's Charlie. And over here, there's a Kate. And Kate's reading a comic. Mm-hmm. We got Sharon from Life with Two YouTubers. Hello to you. We got Simon R here. Good morning, Simon. Let's see. Yeah. If you didn't see it, Old Wolf had a 3-hour late night stream. I was only like lurking on it. I didn't show up on it. It was late night, buck wild. Both links are for Old Wolf. Oh, did I screw that up? I guess I'll go back in and fix that. I was supposed to have two different channels like that, so let me go and fix that in my studio here. But yeah, Old Wolf had a wild show going last night. Absolutely entertaining. A ton of people on there. So yeah, both of those are Old Wolf. That's not good. My bad. So here we go. Let's try this. And let's try posting that. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go.
The jackal head?
Save it. Yes, that's CapNComics' link. So now if you refresh this, Vic, if you refresh it, it'll have the new link. Thank you for letting me know. Because, yeah, I got something from Captain as well. I got Captain and I got Old Wolf here. Both of them were on that stream last night. And I got Sam's Tangled Webs. Good morning to you, Sam. How you doing, man? Ooh, this chat is getting wild. We got comic books will break your heart. Charlie, why are we just tired? What's going on? You got your bagel and your bagel buddy here. We got Brandon from Comics Kings. Hope you're feeling better. He had his hip surgery. I know he's getting better. We got Mr. Miracle. Dave is in the chat. What's up? Wife of the captain, Smiley Tori, is here. She was on a late night show with, let's see, was it Shorty? Was it Shortbox Padawan? I think maybe. They had a late night show last night going too. We will definitely talk about that, Brandon. You can guarantee. Let's see here. Mr. Garrel is here. Good morning to you. Big Will has arrived, and I'm prepping all my stuff because tomorrow night, a new Dungeons and Dragons team and series premieres on the old Big Will channel. And we're going to have all of us on there. Big Will is going to be the dungeon master for a whole new saga. So be ready for that. Bearded Comic Bro is here. He was on that show last night. I still can't believe he's awake right now. Comic Head 84 is here. Kenny says he's watching while he's working. Thanks, Kenny. I appreciate that, man. He's been getting some banger books lately. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but you know, Kenny's always on the hunt, man. He's getting great stuff. Chamorro, buenos dias. We got, it's a Dai-Fi. Oh, I can't remember how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. I just blew it. Sam's Tangled Web, I said hello to you, but Legion is here, and Mark, I think, got 2 hours of sleep, and he was on YouTube for almost all of yesterday. He had an early morning show plus 2 in the middle of the day, and then he was on with Old Wolf from the jump. It was wild.
Wait, what time did Old Wolf go live?
Probably midnight his time,
Oh,
9
jeez.
o'clock our time, and then he went till about almost 1 a.m. my time. It was wild.
Wow.
The Phenomenon. Ooh. Hey, Biggie, I got a bunch of Captain America goodness here for you, my brother. Every book has Cap on it somewhere. My newest acquisition is Avengers Assemble. This is Avengers issue 16. The first time Cap is saying on the cover, Avengers Assemble.
But the first person to say Avengers Assemble.
I couldn't hear you because you're laying down and I can't see your face. We'll see when you get up.
The first person to say Avengers Assemble in the comic books is Thor.
Still can't quite hear her because she's hiding down there. But anyways, yeah, some good Avengers, Secret Wars, Cap books, Avengers books, and then of course I got my 2 first appearances of Bucky as the Winter Soldier. Some good stuff there. Let's see here. I'm missing people. Sorry, it's going fast. I'm going slow. It's a bad combination. Let's see here. No Good Comics is here. Good morning. Jordan says hi. Hi, Jordan. That's little bearded. Baby bearded. Good morning to you, Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Let's see here. It's probably lunchtime for Jordan. We got Flashpoint Comics. Good morning, Michael. And let's see here. We got JP Budget Collecting. Hello to you. And he said hard to chat, but not. Charlie's like hiding right here. She's here. I swear. She's got her last bagel ready to go. Yes, some new D&D if you're a D&D fan. Let's see here. I think I got everybody now. Oh, there's Mars. Good morning, Mars. How you doing? And Sleepy Reader is here. Good morning, Sleepy Reader. Okay, it's Hafade. Okay. Working on it. Let's see here. Did I get everybody? Rod is here. Sorry, Rod, I missed Just a Rican. He just started channel memberships for the Just a Rican and his comics channel. You go to his channel, there's a little join button now. You can become part of Just a Rican and his comics team. $1.99, I think. Just go ahead and join. So there you go. Apex Comics, good morning. Charlie does drop knowledge on all kinds of topics, including in the chat or in the comments section for the Bearded Comic Bro. You two are hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, Biggie can hear you. Biggie hears Charlie. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. This is awesome. So we got some fun things going on here. We got the Nerd Herd Book Club. What do you guys do? Early up rising? Although I guess some of you guys are East Coast, right? So I got a couple things to unbox. Tony is here, so I'm gonna cut this open. This is for Kate.
All right, I'll pause my book.
There you go. You ready? So this came from Tony. He's like, I sent some Nancy Drew or some Hardy Boys books to Charlie. I got something for Kate now. So that was him. He was a little late on what he wanted to send for Kate. He couldn't figure out what he wanted. Then he picked this. Go ahead.
Roger
Zelazny.
Zelazny?
Yes. Sign of Chaos. I'm going to read it to you.
Sure.
It says, the one real world, of which all others are but shadows, is Amber. Now the magic and adventure continue in this, the 8th book of Amber, 3rd in the acclaimed new series Sign of Chaos, an epic story of the royal family of Amber as it enters an exciting new chapter, with Merlin, the son of Prince Corwin, pursues his noble destiny against a shifting panorama of shadow worlds and deadly intrigue. Powerful computers and magic gone out of control. A violent vendetta, a renegade sorcery, and a whirlwind adventure lead Merlin to a monumental confrontation at the Keep of the Four Worlds, where astonishing secrets and mysterious identities will at last be revealed.
It sounds cool.
Sounds very exciting. It's like science fiction and fantasy. Mm-hmm. Are there other ones in there? Let's take a look. I think it might be part of the same series.
Yeah, they are. And then we have I don't know which one this is though. The
Okay.
fourth novel. It says on
Okay,
the
the
back.
fourth novel of Amber. So I'm sorry. Let's hold some of these up.
Yeah.
Roger Zelazny.
And then here's the first and second.
Okay.
I found these ones. Yeah.
Which one's first? Okay. So the first one is called 9 Princes in Amber. I've never read these either. If you're missing a book in this series, let me know. Says Old Wolf. There you go. I've never read these either. The second one's called Guns of Avalon. So Old Wolf got her a third book in a series. No, come on. What are you doing here? Hello, Werewolf by Lunchtime. And Roscoe is here as well. What is up?
And then there's one more in here.
Oh, some big fans. So Apex is like, oh, great writer. Sleepy Reader says, I loved those books when he was little, way back when. There's another one?
Here's the next volume. I don't know which one this is though. Probably the 7th or 4th, 5th. I don't know.
5th.
I don't know. But definitely, I think the 9 Princes of Amber is the first one, right?
Yeah,
It's gotta
say
be.
it on the back. Here's the first one.
The classic Amber. Okay, so this one's called Courts of Chaos. What is up? How's everybody doing? I know that you love fantasy books. These seem like they'd be perfect for you. Look at all the monsters and dragons going on here.
Yeah,
And magic.
definitely.
9. I might want to borrow this one during the summer and read it once you're done with it.
I'll read it first.
So this first book says, Amber, the one real world of which all others, including our own Earth, are but shadows. Amber burns in Corwin's blood. Exiled on the Shadow Earth for centuries, this prince is about to return to Amber to make a mad and desperate rush to get to the throne. From Arden to the blood-slippery stairway into the sea, the air is electrified with the powers of Eric, Random, Blythe, Kane, and all the princes of Amber who Coram must overcome. Yet his savage path is blocked and guarded by eerie structures beyond imagining, and impossible realities are forged by demonic assassins and staggering horrors to challenge the might of Corwin's superhuman fury.
Wow. I'm ready for it.
That sounds like a very exciting one. Wow. Let's say I give it my all. I give it that power. Okay, the list is on the front pages, he says. So if I go to the front pages, it goes. Let's see here.
9 Princes in. Here's
Okay, Knights of Shadows.
That's the first one though. This one's the first one. Here's the first novel. So start from mine.
9 Princes of Amber, The Guns of Avalon.
Son of the Unicorn.
Got
Hand
it.
of Oberon. Court of Chaos. Trumps of Doom. Blood of Amber. Sign of Chaos. And Night
Gotcha.
of Shadows is last.
What's that?
So which was the one we were confused about? This
We
one?
we had started reading the back
Court
of
of Chaos.
number
Court of Chaos.
7 or
so that would
something.
be like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The 5th one. Okay. Gotcha. Double check the titles.
Thanks, Old Wolf.
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
Awesome. Oh, I forgot I can call him that.
You can call him Tony. You can call him Old Wolf.
Thank you, Tony and Old Wolf.
We have multiple names. We're like superheroes. You have your identity, right?
Identities.
You did it right, Old Wolf. You did a good job.
Yes.
All right, and this one came for me. The captain mentioned, "Hey, I got an AOK for you." You think it's a slab?
Because it says do not bend.
I think you don't want to bend any comics, right?
No, that's
I don't know. A 12-piece bucket for $33. Look at that. Biggie Shack getting his chicken on. You get your bagels? All right. So this was an impromptu gift. Sorry. Where is it? This is an impromptu gift. I was not expecting anything from the captain. He has a show tonight, by the way. He's doing one of his late night hangout streams, talking ship. Let's see if I can get this open. I don't want to damage anything here. Being careful. What'd you say? You had your bagel. Yeah. We'll have something more when we're done. You want me to stop the stream and go around and get food for you?
No, I can go get the food.
What are you going to go get? You going to cut a piece of Pringle or something?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Looks like there are a handful of books here. Look, he knows how to do the tabs. He's got the pull tabs. Shooting the Ship. There it is. Sorry. Shooting the Ship. All right. Hopefully I fixed the links down below so you guys can go and check out Captain's channel and Old Wolf's channel and watch Old Wolf's late night show last night because it was hilarious. It was hilarious. The Cap 109, is that the Cap 109? You're talking about the Hulk First Madam Hydra. That's a great cover. I got that at a convention, I think. Been so long since I've been to a convention. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna flip these. Okay. So the first one is it this way? Doom Patrol. Look at that. That is OG 12-cent Doom Patrol. Look at that, biggie. Wow. That is a beauty. The Death of the Doom Patrol, issue number 98. Man, I've not read much Doom Patrol, so this is definitely new for me. If this is a key that I don't know of, then let me know. My Pop arrives just in time for the girls to have run off to grab things. They're like right over there. Fuchsia, good morning to you. So yeah, Doom Patrol. I'll have to check that one out. That's a beauty. Careful.
Pop, hello. I miss you so much. Sorry, I went really close to
the mic. It was funny. You went really close to the mic. My Little Margie. This is some Golden Age. So I don't have many Golden Age. I don't think I may only have one Golden Age Archie book that's technically Charlie's. I don't have a whole lot of Golden Age. This looks like a Golden Age 12 center. Got the Comics Code Authority. She says, a beautiful. Oh, sorry. He's talking. He says, a beautiful girl, a soft breeze as we move along, a moon, everything's perfect. And then he leans in to kiss her, and she says, Pat, don't be reckless as a driver. Keep your hands on the wheel. He says, that's what makes it so perfect, Margie. I don't have to drive. Because they're being towed, apparently, because his car broke down. I don't understand. But hilarious.
Probably crashed it when he kissed her the first time.
Yeah, when he kissed her the first time, he crashed, right? There you go. My Little Margie. That's hilarious. All right, let's check this one. Little Lulu. Oh, man. These are old school Dell comics. Look at that. 10 center. Charlie, you know Little Lulu, right? That's hilarious. That is awesome. Oh, my gosh. So it's silver. Okay. That's a Silver Age book then. Okay. That is awesome, man. Little Lulu, Charlie. You want to read it? Well, that one you gotta have clean hands to do that. These are definitely older than the most. These are like Charlie Banger box books. Dude. I know exactly why he sent. He didn't even need to put the tag. I know exactly why he sent this. CapNComics, man. So I'm going to open this up. My hands are clean. I'm going to open this up. Perry is here. He's got his emoji for Kate. And Burning Block is here. What is up, Burning Block? But Captain sent me this, and I know why. I know why he sent me this book. I'm just going to do it because I told him, like, oh, I don't have one of these. Not this issue. I don't have... Now, this is the first one in my collection. I don't have a Mark Jeweler variant. And now I do. That is crazy, Cap. Dang, brother, that is awesome. It's a
What is
beautiful
the
book,
front?
by the way. It's gorgeous. That's Dazzler and Storm on a great Storm Mohawk cover. Come on. So yeah, this is my only Mark Jeweler variant, and it came from you, Cap. That is great, and it's perfect that it's an X-Men Mark Jewelers. That is awesome, man. Oh, dude, that is cool. Fable is here. Good morning, Fable. It's a great cover, right? Beautiful, beautiful cover. But man, I've never been able to find a Mark Jeweler variant, and I have all these great X-Men books, and somehow none of them are a Jeweler variant. It's a Barry Windsor Smith cover. I didn't remember that, but that totally makes sense to me. Apex, absolutely. And then one more. Oh, upside down. Fox and the Crow, Stanley and the Monster. I don't know this one. It's got that great DC checkerboard border across the top. That's a hilarious monster. Son, there's a monster on the loose. You and your sister should go home right away. I wonder where that monster is. He's got to go home. His little sister's with him. Dude, that is awesome, Cap. You are crazy cool, man. Thank you for doing that. These are hilarious Silver Age books, man. That's hilarious. But that Mark Jewelers, dude, that is crazy cool, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm so pumped to have one of those, and to have it fit in the X-Men run that's just too cool. So, oh my God. And it's a Storm cover. Like, come on. It's perfect.
Now can I read Little Lulu?
Let's do it after the show, right? Did you want to talk about the book you've been reading? Now that we did our unboxings,
Which one?
which one do you want to talk about? That's the
I've read
question.
All three of them.
I know, but you seem to be really into this one right now. But then Grandma gave you that one. What do you want? You want to talk about this? So Charlie is reading this. It is The Complete Grimm's Fairy Tales. So it's a ton of little stories, all of them with different characters, right? Different classic
And they use the
Grimm's
words
fairy tales.
nor, thee, thy,
Yeah, it's
thyself,
very old English style.
thou, shunt.
Got these great illustrations.
I like that they say once on a time.
Once on a time.
A.
So how many stories have you read from in here?
The last one I read. What is this one?
So you've read almost 30 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says the Bremen Town Musicians. I've been to Bremen. It's a city in Germany. A lot of these were German folk tales, right? German fairy tales.
The Grimm brothers were German, and this is translated to English.
The Wolf and the Seven Little Kids, Faithful John, The Cat and Mouse Partnership, The Frog Prince or Frog King,
I haven't read this one yet, but I've read the other ones.
Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, classic.
One of my favorite ones.
What's one of your favorite ones?
Would probably be
Return it back.
the Three Snake Thieves
The Three Snake Leaves.
and the White Snake. Those are the two I really like.
Why do you like those?
I really like the Three Snake Thieves because it's like about betrayal. This one guy, they say that he does a task for the king, but no one else could do. The king says, "I will let you marry my daughter," but his daughter too was very beautiful, but she was strange. So that whoever married her, if she died before they did, they'd have to be buried with her.
Oh.
But she would do the same to them. So she dies when he marries her, and so he has to go bury down, and they leave him a few pieces of bread and some wine.
Oh, wow.
So every day he only has a little bit, and he sees death coming nearer and nearer, and he finds a snake. There's a snake in there. I'll stop for them.
Simon R with the super chat.
Of 10.
Thanks,
That's
brother. That is
awesome.
awesome, man.
What did
You
he
didn't have
say?
to do
How
that.
many
He says,
videos?
"Good morning, comic fam, and thank you, Kate, Charlie, and John, for once again starting our weekend in an awesome way. Thanks, my friends. I really needed this morning."
Oh,
Thanks, man.
Wait,
So
wait.
Who's Elsa?
let's do Elsa.
I've never seen that one. Can we do both? 'Cause there's two.
Well, yeah, we can do a bunch. Here we go.
No, well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold back anymore. The cold never bothered me anyway.
I slapped her like 3 times.
I started
You
saying,
smacked her.
I started saying,
Absolutely
I
took her
started
out.
saying, Mama.
All right, so let's try this one about friends, right? This is the one about friends, I think.
No, that's the robot.
Oh, this is okay. Then this is
Vader.
Vader. Okay, here we go.
I really don't like when you're doing that.
But I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to destroy everything.
But I don't do that. I just save people. And I make stuff for them.
I don't think that sounds very evil.
Not evil.
Can we do the other one I haven't seen?
The other Charlie talking to Darth Vader. So these are Charlie talking to a Darth Vader Lego. At night, she used to like me to talk to her as Darth Vader.
You have to make friends, and do you still know how to make friends?
I've never had any friends.
Well, you have robots.
You have robots, right? Robots are as good as friends, right? Robots are as good as friends. And then my dad's here, so we're gonna do the dog one.
Wait, can we scroll up and read all the comments?
You want to see the
So
comments?
funny.
Yeah. Good morning to Joel the Geek and to CFAP Comics for All People is here. Let's see here. The hair flip, right?
Thank you.
Whap.
I truly
That
appreciate
Elsa
it.
and Anna one pretty much slays me. Yeah.
I like that I'm in the middle of saying something.
So I've got to dig out. I had so many videos. I used to just sit there with my phone and Darth Vader and talk to Charlie for like 30 minutes at night, every night. And she was like, I want to talk to Darth Vader tonight. Can I talk to Darth Vader? She didn't want to talk to anybody else, just Darth Vader.
He was a bad guy.
And she liked him. He was a bad guy. And it was hilarious.
Nice.
Oh, good. Grandma's watching too. Perfect. And hopefully Bailey, their new puppy, is watching as well. So are you going to try to read the whole Grimm's fairy tales? That's a lot of book. There's like 200 fairy tales in here.
Let me finish my review though.
Okay, the review of the
3 snakes.
3 snake leaves.
So there's a snake, a little white snake in there, and he's run out. The king has run out of bread and wine, so he cuts the snake into 3 slices. And then before he eats them, another snake comes out and puts 3 leaves on it. And it
Leaves onto the snake pieces?
onto the little
The parts
cuts.
where the cuts were. Gotcha.
Yeah, and then joins them all together, and the snake comes back to life.
Oh.
So then the snake leaves, but they leave the leaves. So they pick the leaves up and he puts it on his wife, and she comes back to life. But she'd lost all the love in her heart for him.
Oh.
So they get out, and she doesn't really remember that she ever even loved him. So they say, so on their trip to go see the king's old dad,
Uh-huh.
she and her faithful servant, while he's sleeping, throw him overboard, the king overboard.
Oh.
And so as they're going away, the servant that was the king's servant, gets on a boat, goes down and oars toward where his body is, and he always keeps the 3 leaves, and he puts the leaves on the king.
And
the
brings
king
the
comes
king
back.
Okay.
And the king and the queen said, "Oh, we'll go back to my father and tell him that he died of
An illness.
an illness,
But it's
and it
not
lost
true.
his body."
And now he's still
So
alive.
then the people in the boat, or the king gets there before the queen, and he tells the king, he's like, "I can't believe my daughter did that." He says, "Hide, and I'll have my daughter come and see what happens." So he says, the king sees his daughter. He says, why are you here so early? Where's the king? And she says, he died of an illness. He says, I will bring him back to life. So he goes and he brings the king back, and she's like, and then they bury her alive.
Dun, dun, dun. Get caught.
Die.
What's up, TK? Yeah, so you're enjoying the old fairy tales. I know that they're usually pretty sad at the end, right? Pretty dark.
But the only people that die are the bad people.
Usually it's about learning a lesson, right? Learning some kind of a lesson for sure. Caters, do you want to talk about the comic I gave you this morning? Yeah? Where'd you put it? Nice. So this is a new book that came out this week. DC's, sorry, I'll cover myself. Sorry, Super Sons.
You can cover me.
This is Batman and Superman's sons teaming up. Peter J. Tomasi writing another part of this series. We've read all of them now, right? What did you think of this new storyline?
I'm gonna have to read it again.
Well,
I don't remember.
it's basically just showing how they're coping with everything right now.
Yeah.
Like Damien's switching schools.
Mm.
He's going to John's school now.
Oh.
That's Superboy.
Yes.
So yeah, there's that, and then they're also just trying to figure out like how they are gonna like move around in Gotham. And so my favorite part is when John, he's like, or Damien, he's like, okay, we gotta go around, like we gotta patrol the city, and I don't have a vehicle. And
Yeah,
he's
we don't have
"I'll
like a
just-
Batmobile or a
Yeah, I'll
motorcycle.
just ride you like a skateboard, basically.
Yeah, he just rides on Superboy's back like a skateboard or a surfboard. That's
Mhm.
hilarious.
Definitely the best part.
that made me laugh a ton.
Mhm.
That was hilarious. So what's the bad guy going on in this one?
I'm not really sure. She's I don't
She's
really
this like
know.
superpowered witch
Yeah.
of some kind, right?
Mhm. I don't know what she was doing.
I don't understand that part at all. She blows up. They don't know who she is. The next part, they like know exactly who she is. They're friends with her.
Huh.
What are you even talking about?
Maybe they've met her before. Interesting.
And then they have to do something to Flash.
Oh, the Flash is in this one?
Yes.
Or is it the young Flash,
They
like
get,
Wally?
They get a
No,
sign
or
and
Wallace?
there's lightning striking them.
No, that is the Flash's symbol
Which
there.
means the Flash gets hit by lightning and dies. So
Oh no.
they have to go back in time.
Southern Comic Geek, good morning to you. It was Agatha all along, yes. Oh, and look, they've got a vehicle now.
Yeah, Star Labs made Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Superman doesn't need it, but like Robin really needs it. It should have put Robin's logo on it. It's funny that Robin gets to drive. Oh, there he is. The Flash. Barry Allen. Notorious SCG, right? So they're trying to save him from the lightning bolt that's going to hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. And then they get another scroll. Who's on that one?
Wonder Woman.
Oh,
Wonder
no. Now they
Woman.
got to save Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't tell Magic Lasso that Wonder Woman needs any help. He would tell you she doesn't need help from anybody.
Just the last one.
The Lasso.
Mm-hmm.
So is this as good as the other ones? Not as good yet?
I don't know if it's good yet.
Not as good yet?
It's just as funny and like interesting. It's just not. I don't understand where it's going.
I think it's funny.
I like it. I just don't like it as much.
Yeah, they're always funny, right? Tomasi, I think, is a very funny writer.
Mhm.
And he gets to play, write about kids. And that's kind of fun, right? So I've only read the first two of the original trades. There's 4 trade paperbacks. And now this new story, which would be a 5th trade paperback.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty far, but I'm only like halfway along. You guys are much farther than I am. So there you go. Some new Super Sons. That's why I picked that for the thumbnail, because I know girls have been reading it. Can I do one? Or you want to do Bailey first?
For Grandma.
So Grandma gave Charlie this for Easter, right? It's called Bailey's Story.
And I finished it in 2 days.
You finished it in 2 days? Well, what's it about?
It's about a dog named Bailey who, in the beginning, she sees these puppies that are going to get taken, to not a very good place. So she gets out. She finds that she watches people open the doors. So she gets out one day when they let her out on the grass. And she leaves. And like a man finds her and puts her in the car. And it's like, I'll be right back. And he does not roll down the windows. So she's getting heat exhaustion.
Oh, no.
So a lady sees it, throws a rock into the car, and takes Bailey out.
Saves Bailey.
Saves him, and then takes him to her house where there's a boy named Ethan.
Hello, Grandmaster. So
This is a cute puppy.
it is a cute puppy.
And, he lives his life with the boy, but, like, bad things happen. Like, there's a new kid named Todd, who's not a very good kid. He throws a rock into their house once because he's angry at Ethan, so he throws a rock into the window of their house. And, of course, since Bailey can't talk, but he can smell, he knows exactly who it is.
Who did it?
Bailey's a boy?
Bailey's a boy in this
Yes.
one. Yeah, because Grandma's dog Bailey's a girl, right?
Yeah.
So it's a story of the dog Bailey's different owners and kind of where Bailey goes.
No, in the beginning, that's what it's about, but she stays with one owner the entire book.
Oh, that's the boy that you were
But
talking
then it's
about.
like how she tries to save him.
Okay.
And every time something bad happens to him, and it's always about Todd. Like, eventually, he gets a girlfriend, and when they're, like, kissing, she thinks it's hugging. She says they're hugging again.
Bailey thinks that?
Yeah.
Bailey's
She doesn't know-
confused.
she doesn't know what it is.
Bailey's a boy, right?
He doesn't know what it means. So, like, one day, Todd is doing something, and he's in love with he likes the girl that Ethan is quote unquote dating. They haven't really made it official, but they like each other a lot, and they know it. They told each other that. And Todd tells Kathy, which is the girl, that Ethan is dating a cheerleader named Michelle.
So he lies.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Ethan is a football player, so it would make sense.
So so Ethan's like a high school kid.
Yeah.
Okay, I was picturing a much younger boy.
Yeah, he is a
too.
younger
He
boy.
gets
He
older.
starts younger, and then he starts getting older
Gotcha.
and older. And Bailey gets older. And, Kathy gets angry. They have a talk, and they explain nothing. But she never got Todd's name.
Gotcha.
So
it's really the story of the dog and his
Yeah.
new owner, Ethan.
Yeah.
The two of them.
So when Kathy comes back one day, because she lives up where Ethan's grandparents are, so it's a little far away. So she doesn't get to, like, talk about distance relationship. And
It's a different Bailey, huh, Jordan? There's lots of Baileys. Because there's a Bailey doggy in this story. There's a Bailey doggy at their grandmother's house. And then a Bailey too, a different Bailey, right? It's even more confusing when you have a name like John. Because there's a ton of those, right?
Yeah, like the guy in Superboy.
like, we've already read 2 books in class, and both books have Charlie as their names, as the boy names. And, like, every time in class I'm just drawing, because she lets us draw, she'll say Charlie, and I perk my head up and, like, oh, they're not talking to me.
Talking about the character.
Or,
Hopefully
like,
you're listening to the story.
My
I
name's
am
pretty common too, I feel like. Kate, I'm in all.
So is this book, what emotions did you find when you read this book? What were you feeling when you read this?
Sadness.
A little sadness?
Anger.
A little anger.
Confusion.
Any
Concern.
happiness, any laughter, any
Laughter,
joy?
Yeah.
I mean, because I look at that puppy and I'm like, oh, that looks like a cute story.
But basically, when Todd is not a very nice guy, he doesn't really he used to be best friends with Ethan. And so, like, he likes doing things that not a lot of kids do, like, as kids, as, like, little. So he goes to Ethan and says, hey, look what I got. It's like an egg carton. He says,
Okay.
yeah, let's chuck it at those girls. He's like, your sister Linda's over there. And he says, I know. And then he's like, let's do it. And then Ethan's like, no, it's so rude. And since he gets so angry, he just throws it to the ground. He throws the egg cartons at Ethan. And so Ethan blocks it, but, like, gets eggs
everywhere.
and Bailey just starts licking them.
Well, that's a good helper, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Southern Comic Geek Shots fired. Hilarious.
Wait.
Sorry.
Old Wolf said, Pop, what other names did you have for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to answer the question. You just want to hear the answer.
Yeah.
All right.
I know.
Stray Dogs is not the spinoff. No.
Dad was our grandma. Nona thought Dad was going to be a girl.
Yeah.
So they were going to name her a girl name.
Catherine
Yeah.
was one of the girl names.
Yeah, my full name's Catherine Elizabeth Jameson.
Well, let's have this one for Kate here.
Party for myself. I'm having a me party, and I need nobody else.
Having a me party. Yeah, I'm still learning how that whole Central Time there's a Mountain Time too. I don't even know. And that's just in the US. There's like other times, right?
But one day.
One day. Oh, you're going to tell us the whole story? Sorry.
One day when Kathy comes visiting Ethan, Todd and him are racing, and he beats Todd, and Todd says, Linda, time to go. And she says, well, that's the boy who told me about Michelle. And Ethan's like, dude, bro, why'd you do that? Why would you tell her that? You know, I don't even know Michelle. I only know her name because you told me it. And he says, this is why you don't have any friends, because you lie and you do all these things.
Mm.
And then Todd doesn't even show any emotions. He just gets in the car and drives away. And then later that night, Bailey says it's snowing, and Ethan says, I'm going to go to bed. Mom, can you take Bailey in? And his mom isn't listening. So they leave Bailey outside. And so Bailey looks and sees that there's a little snow mountain on the gate. So she climbs up and goes over the gate. And she knows how to get home. She's a good dog.
So
And
she
she's just
sneaks
walking
back
around.
home,
She's just walking around, sniffing things.
fighting
then
her way.
She started at home. But
Okay.
then she's on night patrol. And she gets a weird smell. It smells like gas. So she goes to the house and she sees a dark figure like pouring something.
Gasoline.
So she goes and she's biting into their leg, and she sees it's Todd.
Again?
And Todd is setting.
Todd is a
and
bad
then
guy,
Todd,
man.
She gives him a big bite, and he starts bleeding, and she takes his shoe. So Todd runs away, and the house starts burning on fire.
Oh no.
Because he was setting their house on fire.
He's burning his own house.
Ethan's house?
Todd is burning Ethan's house on
Oh
fire.
my gosh, what an exciting, dramatic
So
end.
Ethan can't get out because all the windows are locked.
Oh
And
no.
like he can't, they're not going to, like, have to jump, honey. So he throws,
Up Hydra.
he jumps through the
Luke.
window and he hurts his leg. So he can't walk on that leg. It has to heal. So they take Ethan, and Bailey has to stay with the neighbors.
Oh man.
The whole time everyone's like, who did this? And he's like, Bailey the entire time knows exactly who did it and how they did it.
So it's more about like, how does Bailey communicate?
Yeah, and so Todd, they get the blood DNA, and they get the blood samples from Bailey.
My next book is probably something you're going to be interested in here, comics.
Yeah, and Bailey has some blood on her fur because she bit him. And so they take the blood samples, and they find specific. They say there has to be someone around this neighborhood.
You're going to tell us the whole story?
I'm almost done.
Oh my goodness.
Because Bailey like bit him hard, so like he's bleeding a lot, and so his foot marks is bloody. So they follow the footmarks to Todd's house, and one of them, Todd has a bite mark, and he confesses.
Oh,
But it's
he goes to jail, I hope.
No, he doesn't. But
He burned a house down.
But Ethan hates him a lot because he can't play football anymore. He can't do anything.
I don't know that that's a fair enough punishment. I feel like he needs something bigger. But this is for you, Werewolf. By lunchtime, we're going to do, where is it? The original, the classic. Here it is.
It's $57.
That is he's from Australia, so it says A for Australia, $7 Australian. That's what that means.
What is that?
I don't know the currency exchange. That's pretty complicated.
No, not that. I mean, like, what?
Don't spoil it. I want to read the book. See, Joel doesn't. Joel wants to read the book. He was asking earlier, is this a series of books or is it one book? It's just one book, right?
It's
And
one
they're
book.
going to make a movie. That's what it says on the cover. at
No, A
least.
Dog's Purpose.
Charlie is actually a human reader's
Daddy.
digest. There you go. What?
A dog's purpose.
A dog's purpose is
It's one of the
different one.
books
It's
in
one
the
of the
movie.
books.
Yeah, but each book is different. They're not like
Yes.
connected. They're
Yeah.
just about different dogs.
Yeah.
So there's Ellie's story,
A
Dog's Purpose,
A
Dog's Journey, and Dog's
of
Christmas.
I read, I think, one of
And
his books.
They're all by W. Bruce Cameron.
I read one of his books.
Sorry,
which,
fingers covering it.
Was Dogs of Christmas, but there's another one, and it's where there's like these dogs who saved Christmas.
Ooh.
I don't know if it was his book, but I think it was. And like, there's one dog who saves
You okay?
who literally saves an entire family on Christmas. It's amazing.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Christmas miracle. You know what would be a miracle? Christmas miracle?
What?
Got me a dog.
Well, you can keep hoping for that one. I did get a comic book, though. I believe I got this one from Comic Books Will Break Your Heart, Jennifer.
That hurt terribly.
These Savage Shores by Ram V. I think Jennifer got me this. I've been reading it and my mind's gone blank. This was amazing, Jennifer. I had never read anything by Ram V outside of the Swamp Thing stuff. I read his other future state kind of things. Yes, it was very subtle, right? Yeah, Charlie's very subtle. But this is fun, like vampires in the era of the East India Trading Company. Olaf is the voice of Bailey in the movie. Ooh, that's going to be interesting, Bearded Comic Bro. So this was great. I really enjoyed this. I don't know if he's planning on doing a sequel or a follow-up to this.
No, she said blue and green.
So this is Vault. Oh, I don't think you sent
Yes,
blue
she
and
did.
green. Did she? I gotta look for that one then. I think you sent this one. I'll double check to see if I've got
It was
blue and green.
Blue and green.
How
I
do you
remember,
know?
Because I was there and I remember. I have a good memory. I can tell you the first time I
So this is a Vault comic. It's finished. It's a 5-issue story arc. And you get a little vampires, you get a little monsters, but it's really just a beautifully drawn comic book. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous. So I was trying to pick some pages that wouldn't like traumatize people with vampires and all that kind of stuff. But some really beautiful artwork, really stunning kind of stuff. So I really do love the look of it. Absolutely beautiful. And then it just gets really, the way they capture that era, the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of era of seafaring and far off lands, and really just well done. Really well done. And yeah, you get your monsters and wolves. Like there's a wolf. I mean, they're not doing it. Jeez.
Pop today, baby.
We shall see what time we've got. What's going on, Bubba?
I want a puppy.
You want a puppy, I know. Can't escape the puppy want. Really, really cool. So if you're a Monsters fan, this was way more interesting, vibrant, and unusual than your typical. I would put it right up there with, Philadelphia, which those of you that love that vampire comic, I think would really love these. It's called These Savage Shores. Really cool. So definitely kind of interesting. And if your LCS has Vault comic trade paperbacks, they would definitely have that. So yeah, my Ram V knowledge is expanding here. So now I've got to make sure if I've got blue and green, I got to read that one next. So that one's going to move up my list.
You know what you'll also need to do next?
Get you a puppy?
Yes.
She's so subtle. She's so subtle. Should we talk about some Winter Soldier girls? Because we watched the new episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier last night. Every Friday night, we get dinner and watch the next episode.
I didn't get as triggered as last time.
You did not get as triggered as last time. What's up, Super Russ? Thanks for coming, Russ. Midnight Western Theater. No, I haven't heard of that one. Hashtag get Charlie a puppy.
Yes. Everyone just start typing that in.
Oh,
the chat.
stop. It's not going to help you. You know that, right?
Yeah, I can get.
Mommy's the one we have to convince, not Daddy.
See? She's learned something. There you go. She's read Midnight at the Western Theater. It was pretty interesting, but Scout Comics publishing schedule always seems inconsistent. It can be that way sometimes.
You can get a baby puppy.
That's what.
Is there an adult puppy that I'm not aware of?
No. I mean, like one that stays tiny for you guys, so it's only a tiny one.
Like a Chewy-ness?
So you just want a tiny dog.
Well, so it's tinier, so that way I can put it in like a little arena thing.
An arena? Is
Not
it going
an arena,
to battle?
but in the shape of
Battle
in the shape of
puppies.
an arena, and it can stay in there, and that's where it plays.
There was a comic book called Battle Pug. It was like a pug that had like
yeah.
armor. Battle Pug.
Yeah,
I know
but
that
that's not a good
Comics Misexplained thought it was hilarious.
Can I give Jordan a high five to the screen?
I don't know.
Jordan, you want a high five?
Jordan, high five. Boop. Yeah. One more. Boop. There you go. High five to you, Jordan. Hope you have a good lunch. Big dogs are better, says JP. I know Charlie would agree with that. She's almost always had big dogs.
But I'm gonna have a tiny one so that it's easier for mommy. So it doesn't.
I don't think that's
going
going to make it easier, but okay.
Well, if it's big,
Can we
have
get to
a
this?
tiny house. No, it's big. If we have a tiny house, so we need to have a tiny puppy so we can put it in a little place.
Big Will votes for a tortoise.
Oh yes!
Battle puppies will be, yeah.
Turtle.
We'll have, who's got the best battle puppies cover?
Battle puppies.
So Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Can we talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier now?
We can buy one at Chinatown. Get one at Chinatown.
Oh my god, yes, the little baby turtles are so small. As long as they don't grow.
Maybe we're not going to get to the Falcon.
Okay,
and
we
Winter
are going to
Soldier.
start Falcon and Winter Soldier. We need to stop talking about dogs. Ready?
I will say the last 2 episodes have been my personal favorite of the 5. And specifically this episode that dropped Friday was my personal favorite. What did you think about this new one? Where would it be one of your favorites, not favorites, whatever?
Probably, but I really like the one with the therapist where they were like, "That's a little close, isn't it?"
Which is what, the second or third one?
I just like that
wasn't
scene.
in the script.
It wasn't in the script. That was
All right. Charlie's going back to her
Sebastian
reading. She's like, it was not about dogs. I'm not talking.
Adios.
but I did really like the last 2 episodes because it kind of showed like we're finally gonna get Falcon as Captain America.
He even got his training montage, right? Throwing the frisbee, catching it, doing crazy flips in the air and stuff, right? What you need is a montage. So that, I mean, I was entertained by that. I felt like this week they started with the action, right? The big fight was right at the beginning.
with John Walker.
John Walker versus our characters, Bucky and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the episode was very slow and interesting. Sorry, Super Russ. I appreciate it, man. I agree. It finally felt like the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. And yeah, they spent time on them and not just on some like adventure. I thought it was really well organized and it had all the things you'd want, but not necessarily in the typical sort of format and order. It was finally an episode that felt like it knew what it was trying to become. I loved all the stuff with the family and the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I love that it was not Falcon who saved the boat. It was Sam, right? It wasn't his Avengers identity that was it was just him being Sam Wilson and part of that Wilson family that everybody loved. And so they came together to help. He couldn't go to the bank as Falcon and get a loan, but he could go into his community and ask for help and he'd find it. That was cool. There was definitely some Forrest Gump vibes. I totally agree, Jennifer. Some dance moves from Elaine. Let's talk about that because they brought in a new character, the woman who talks to John Walker and says, like, here's my card. There's nothing on the card. Pick up the phone when I call. What do you think of her?
I don't know. I don't know what she's going to be. I don't know what she's trying to do. I don't know who she is.
Does she seem like a good guy or bad guy to you?
Or bad guy.
Right? So
Just the black high heels.
So I didn't intentionally pull this comic out for this reason, but The character of Madam Hydra
Oh
in the
God,
comics
no.
is first introduced here in this comic. Then later, a different woman becomes Madame Hydra, and her name is Countessa Valentina de la Fontaine, the woman that we just met. She is known as she was known as Madame Hydra. So this is the original Madame Hydra, but later on, there's a second Madame Hydra, and she shows up in issue 159. This is 110. I think it was issue 159 or something. Yeah, she was a Steranko creation.
What does that mean?
Jim Steranko is a very famous artist. He did this cover that I was just holding up. Very talented artist, hugely popular guy. So we're kind of getting hints that there's this new evolving Hydra organization, maybe. There's also a comic called the Thunderbolts, which is like a group of bad guys who kind of work as good guys to help out. And John Walker sometimes has been maybe a part of that team, I believe. And Madame Hydra's been a part of that team or a leader of that team. Okay. People are thinking that maybe that's where this is all going. And she's going to be in the Black Widow show or movie, maybe. That same character, Madame Hydra. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe we're getting AIM or Thunderbolts. It's hard to know kind of where this is all going. But it definitely is setting up the future of John Walker. How about that? Let's talk about John Walker. You kept saying something like, I don't hate him anymore, but I don't want him to be Captain America.
I said I don't want to feel bad for him.
Why?
Because he's such a crappy person. Sorry.
It's okay.
He's so stupid. He's so dumb. At the beginning, they're trying to take the shield. You're just triggering there.
I love it. I love hearing your thoughts. Go ahead.
He's they're like, you got to give me back the shield. You've had it long enough. And I know he doesn't like being Captain America that much because he's so stressed. Just give it back to them. You don't need it or deserve it. You just killed someone with it. And then they have the whole fight. And why on earth did he take the super serum? That is the dumbest.
I think they explained that really well in the last episode, right? That he's the guy who wants to take the super soldier serum versus Falcon, and Sam is like, no, I would definitely not take it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God. So annoying.
So I've got to read up on it, Dave, because I understood it as two different characters. The one that's the Madame Hydra in this book versus the one that Julia Louis-Dreyfus is playing on the TV show seems to be the later version. I don't know. I can't keep track of it all. Mm-hmm. Two characters with the same name. I don't know. I feel like this issue was due to blow up anyways, so I wouldn't be surprised. But it's going to probably be after next week's episode because it seems to imply he's going to put on a new Falcon uniform and it's going to be very Captain America styled. And he's going to have the shield and the wings and be this great mix, But I still think that's an undervalued book because they printed a ton of it. So it's not like a rare comic. There's a lot of that comic.
But he's not going to be the Falcon. He's going to be the Eagle.
Yeah, so they're going to change his name to, you think?
No, I mean, he's the bald eagle, for our...
I think he just went by Captain America when he was in that
I'm not
comic.
saying that's what his name is going to be. It's symbolizing.
Symbolically, he's not a falcon anymore. He's an eagle.
So we sound like crows and raptors.
Yes, there was an after credits scene. What did you think of that scene?
Hopefully they snap that shield in half.
He was building his own shield, right? Which is definitely not
strong enough.
Definitely didn't look like vibranium to me.
No kidding, it looked like wood.
He's making it in his garage, his little shield.
Easy beginner crafts.
So he becomes a character called U.S. Agent, like USA, U.S. Agent.
Okay.
He has a similar to Captain America uniform, but it's got more black in it. But I've never liked that character very much. But please. Yeah. Joel says, I always thought there would be 3 different characters who have taken the title of Madame Hydra. Yeah, there's a few.
Just
It's value vibranium, right?
He's cosplaying.
Do you think they gave Sam a capped suit or a new Falcon suit? I think it's probably a blend, right? I'd be willing to bet Bucky asked for some kind of a blend.
Yeah.
The other dude will be the new Falcon, the tech military guy.
I thought he was a bad guy.
The one he gave the old wings to. He said you could keep them, right?
Mm-hmm.
He could become the new Falcon. That would be cool.
And Sharon, we know, is the power broker, possibly.
It seemed to hint pretty strongly that Sharon was the power broker this week. That didn't seem very subtle. But I don't know. You think so? I know you were specking on that. Kate was like, yeah!
She was so suspicious in that first episode.
Bad guy. Captain suit with the wings. Yep. Falcon suit in Captain colors. Falcon America. Captain Falcon. Yeah.
Captain.
I mean, it has to be Sam. But what I like is I feel like the show is doing a great job of showing the journey that Sam's going through when deciding to take on this mantle. Mm-hmm. They're not just making it like, yeah, he's Captain America now. No, they're taking an entire TV series to have him go through all of the doubts and the concerns and the worries and frustrations.
He tries to pawn it off to several different people.
Yeah,
I mean, want to do it.
He talked to Isaiah Bradley, which might have been one of my favorite scenes this week. That conversation with Isaiah Bradley when he was gardening and then they went inside. A little bit about why Isaiah Bradley would not want that shield. Yeah. And he feels, I think he says something like, no self-respecting black man would ever wear that shield, which was a powerful moment. But then I love that Sam's talking to his sister and he says something like, that's not like who I am. Nobody can tell me who I am. Right. That might have been true for Isaiah Bradley, but it doesn't necessarily make it true for me. Mm-hmm. I liked the discussion. I think is a very valuable discussion. And even Bucky said that he and Steve didn't even think about the implications of what it would mean giving the shield to a black man and how a black man might feel about having that shield. And he was like, how could we possibly have even understood that? And that he apologized for. I thought it was a beautiful little moment. Who gardens at night? You're saving water, Dave. When you water your plants at night, the water doesn't evaporate as easily. So the water goes further. You don't need to water as much. Hashtag green thumb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A lot of people run their sprinklers at night to save water.
We should do that.
I think we do ours like super early in the morning before the sun's right up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. I mean, I hope Isaiah Bradley plays a bigger part going forward. I think it would be cool to kind of see how he plays into this. But I love his character and the way they've been using him so far is really cool. Any other bits that you really liked or were interested in? Anything that made you laugh or were like, that was cool?
The thing with Sarah and Bucky. The
little like flirt between Bucky and Sarah, that was very funny. So Sam's sister,
Sam's
Sarah.
Like, oh, heck no. Get away from my sister.
It was
100 creepy old man.
He was like, yeah, do not flirt with my sister. I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
That was very well played out.
Mm-hmm.
In the evening, says JP, he says water in the evening. Bye, Roscoe. We're going to finish up here in just a second, too. What about the kids playing with the cap shield in the morning? That was pretty funny, too, right? So cute. The kids were like, wah, wah, playing with the shield, like reenacting little battles. That was funny. Yeah. And Bucky got a little laugh out of that. Mm-hmm. I think it was just a really well-rounded episode, and it was definitely my favorite. So I'm a big fan of this one.
So it's getting better, do you think?
I definitely think it's getting better. And I like the idea that, if you've noticed, instead of doing these big action scenes that are like all across a certain area on top of trucks or flying with helicopters, which requires a ton of special effects, what they're doing instead is an action sequence inside of a room that they can control.
Mm-hmm.
So this week it was inside of that big abandoned warehouse, right? And last time it was like chasing down these stairs inside of a building.
Mm-hmm.
And that requires less special effects, more stunt work, and it looks more realistic and cooler.
Yeah.
And I think that's why those two action sequences work better for me than your first 2 episodes stuff, which I didn't enjoy as much.
Yeah, Bucky slept that night with no dreams.
Great comment, Joel.
I
Yeah.
didn't even
No
realize
nightmare when he was sleeping at the
What,
Wilson
Charlie?
house.
YOLO.
You only live once?
No, it's so we were looking at behind the scenes of Falcon Winter Soldier like a week ago, I think.
Yeah.
And basically there's this one scene where they're like jumping out of the helicopter in like one of the first episodes.
Right.
And Anthony Mackie
He's
like
so
jumped
funny.
and oh my god, they're
Anthony
them
Mackie is a
together
riot.
are hilarious. Sebastian Stan is funny too. And his quarantine video was the thing Mommy showed us.
There you go. Yeah, his quarantine video. Yeah, if you've never
That
seen
was a work of
Sebastian
art.
Stan's quarantine video, it's very funny.
And
then-
where he's cleaning.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
just
he's
like a
like,
TikTok
Hello.
almost.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's like singing songs and then
Oh yeah.
crying.
So
and
someone
then,
someone made one, but
so
they
good.
but they changed their voice to high pitch. So there's one where he's like, "Hello,
oh yeah,
this
like,
is me.
it's so
I'm
funny.
looking for-"
It's so good.
Yeah.
So Big Will real quickly says,
Sebastian.
La Contessa first appeared in Strange Tales 159 and succeeded Viper and later became a new Madam Hydra. So Viper is the one I've got. This is the Madam Hydra known as Viper.
Okay.
Right.
But so Anthony
Cinderella.
Mackie jumped out of the helicopter
With the
onto
green
like a
screen or
mat,
whatever. Yeah.
and he said YOLO. And the way he said it, like his voice cracked. And then
That was funny.
when Sebastian jumped out, he just like did a long scream. He's like, ah! And then Anthony Mackie, you could hear him laughing in the background.
Yeah. But
You gotta have a little fun.
They're funny.
Cinderella, cause she broke me out.
And then he just like casually pulls Chris Evans back when he like falls forward in that scene.
Oh, I
Have you
saw
seen that part? Where he's like,
In the
"Look, give me
interview,
$20. And then
yeah.
Chris Evans like falls forward and
the
he
problem
pushes
is
him
yet
back.
again we're jumping from one thing to another and not explaining what
Sorry.
we're doing and kind of
Speed.
dipping all around. So you were talking about shooting of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier when you were
Yep,
talking
and then
about
I
Bucky and
changed
Sam. Then you jumped to an interview that the actor Anthony Mackie, who plays Sam, was doing with Chris
Chris
Evans. And they were asked which Disney princess would they be if they were a Disney princess.
Yeah.
And Anthony Mackie said, Cinderella, because I'm broke, yo. And that was pretty funny. And then he turned to Chris Evans and asked to borrow money. That was pretty funny as well.
And then Chris Evans.
And Chris Evans just fell over laughing, like he was just laughing.
He
at something.
starts. So his chair, he like moves forward, and then Anthony Mackie casually like pulls his chair back and he falls
Knocks him backwards.
Yeah, it's so funny.
They're- honestly, I think
oh my
Anthony
God,
Mackie is one of the
there's one-
funniest, like just
there was-
behind the scenes
There was like
guys.
because we were watching funny videos. We were watching.
Cut the check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut the check.
They hate. I mean, Sebastian Stan and, Anthony Mackie.
despise Tom Holland. It's so funny.
They do play
Yeah, there's
tricks on
one
Tom
where
Holland.
there's
a
one
bunch.
where like Tom is
apparently.
talking on it into like Anthony Mackie's getting interviewed at like the Oscars or something, and then Thomas comes into the interview and talks, and he says, yo, you can't even not talk on an interview. You're always yapping.
Yeah,
I'm just being
he's like,
it's
here,
annoying.
just go take your juice box somewhere else. And then there's a Comic-Con.
Wow.
Can I explain this one?
I don't know. We can't. We're already 8 minutes past. I don't want to run into like all these random little stories.
Okay, sorry.
Let's finish Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we liked the episode. We're excited for next week. It seems like we're gonna get
New characters.
new Captain America officially next week, and that Sam's gonna have to rush to this event in New York to rescue people.
I'm excited.
And we'll see what happens next week. But it looks like next week's gonna be a big fight actions episode. So looking forward to that.
I'm going to be very happy when he's Captain America. That's going to be very cool.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Me too.
I am not on YouTube again until tomorrow night when I'm hanging out with that guy right there on his channel for some Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to have White Whale Comics. We're going to have Old Wolf. We're going to have Daymares. We're going to have JP Budget Collecting. It's going to be a slew of who's who from YouTube. and we're going to all be hanging around playing some Dungeons and Dragons. If you want to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons, we are doing it like top to bottom. The first episode is going to be rolling dice and building characters. So you can actually see how the game is played and learn a little bit about what's going on as we start off officially tomorrow night. I want to say the game starts at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. I'm not going to do all the ones in the middle because Southern Comic Geek's not here to help me with all the ones in the middle.
Can I say one last funny thing?
Go.
It's not about the Winter Soldier, though.
Is it really short?
Yes. Okay. So on an interview, the cast of Ant-Man and the Wasp were doing a thing. What's the name of Thor's hammer? And the bad guy says,
How to pronounce it?
I know how do you. What is the
What's
name?
the
And
name?
the bad guy says Majolna,
Majolni?
and then Wasp says Milgenir, and then Paul Rudd says Jonathan.
He just called
Funny. I mean, Paul Rudd is very funny. Absolutely. All right, gang. So we are going to go. I am definitely making some character decisions today. If you want to talk in an offline, JP, we could get you and me and Old Wolf offline, and we could. But Big Will doesn't want us to do any like dice rolling or any of that. But if you're stuck and trying to figure out how things, I'm still trying to figure out the math of things. So I totally understand. I've done a bard and I've done a tiefling. I haven't done them together. I'm thinking of a rogue this time. So it should be fun. But thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for all those crazy super chats from all those awesome community members. Really appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the chats over the next day or so.
Hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.